Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Shri Vilapa Kusumajali, verse number 14. O Queen of Vrindavan, ever since some manjari named Rupa filled my eyes with light in Vraja Bhumi, I have strongly desired to see the red leg on your lotus feet.
Radhe. Again.
O Queen of Vrindavan, ever since some manjari named Rupa
Radhe.
filled my eyes with light in Vraja Bhumi,
Radhe.
I have
Here is mentioned O Queen of Vrindavan, O the Goddess of Love, from love originates from you. O Alladini Shakti, O pleasure-giving potency to the Lord. Why? Because love only gives the pleasure to the Lord. He creates everything, but He cannot create this love. In His creation, He creates all universe, but love is created by Swamini Radhika. She is the pleasure potency. Sri is the reservoir of love, and love is rasa, juice. But by the mercy of your very close associate, who is your Dasi, and who is always want to serve you, one-pointed, without deviation from you. That Manjari means who is one-pointed only to you, who has no desire for other thing in the life, who wants to live always in your association of love and always giving love to others. That is the association. What my boss do, if it's not my nature, then I am not following and not obeying to him. That nature has to develop to follow. If I want to follow someone, I have to develop that nature, what she has, what he has. So Rupa, who only one-pointed thinking for service for you. O Radhe, O Queen of Vrindavan, this Rupa I know, he become Manjari. Manjari means when the flower comes in the tree, then you see the birds come first. And birds when they come, That's a Manjari. It's not a flower, it's a form of the birds. But without birds, there is no flower. First birds coming, then flower has. But we come to the flower, not to the birds. Because honey is in the flower, and the birds become very happy to see that. So birds start dancing to see the flower and the bee. Because when the bee will sit in flower, that the weight of the bee starts moving. So the birds start dancing to see the meeting of the bee with the taking honey. Come to take honey from the flower. And the flower is Radhika and the bee is Krishna. So when you stay near to the flower, then you can see the honey, bee also coming, and honey is taking from the flower. To always live near to the flower means birds. In Hindi they say Manjari. And this is birds is Rupa, Manjari is the bird, and the flower is Radhika. So by your close association, when I am looking to the birds, to Rupa Manjari, I can see the flower is near to you. Because birds always live near to the flowers. And then I see in the flower there is a honey, or this honey, only the bee come and sucking that, taking that. So this is your mercy, Rupa, birds, that you are showing me that this is flower and this is bee. Yeah.
Ever since the Manjari named Rupa filled my eyes with light in Vraja Bhumi.
This is the light. That bee is coming to the flower and taking honey. That I don't know before. If I know, associate with the birds. Yeah, I have no idea that how the bee is coming and why he is coming to the flower. I have no idea before that. You open my eyes, you give me light to see this. Giving a light means something I was in darkness, I am looking not very clearly, but now you give me light, you give me the real understanding by your association that I can see more details now. Right.
The maidservants of Sri Radha are the embodiments of devotional service.
You see, this is the devotional service. The maid servant means the birds are always in devotional service to the flower. Maid servants are always to devotion to the flower because flower is near. Bee is not near. He comes and he goes. But the bird's nearest thing is the flower. My Swamini, my Radhika is always near. And if I am near to the birds, I will be near to the flower also. That's the point. Understand? If I am not near to even to the flower, I am not to the
Birds.
but then where are we? Are?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Is it raining?
It started.
Yes?
So when the maidservants of Sri Radha are the embodiments of devotional service, and when they are deprived of that service, they are feeling so much pain.
Again.
The maidservants of Sri Radha are the embodiments of devotional service. And when they are deprived of that service, they are feeling so much pain.
Right. You take the service. Somebody took the service of someone, they feel pain. How? Even in the material world, you do some job. And your job, you lose the job. You feel pain. In a spiritual world is also like that. When you have some service and you love that service and you take that service to some devotee, they feel pain. Because so much love in that service. So, more intense in a spiritual world. That is very natural when you like to do something and somebody take their service to you. That is very heavy pain. Yeah.
Can you explain about take their service what means?
Like one mother has a baby and she cannot manage. So sometimes he gives to his husband, sometimes he gives herself, but all the time she wants to keep herself. And if it becomes too much, she keeps nanny to care the baby. But she deprived that service from the mother because of nanny. Although nanny is there, but mother wants to hold and keep it. Or father wants to hold and keep it. Because she feels that I deprived from my service. When there is a love, they don't want to leave that service. What increased the love? What increased the more feelings, they don't want to leave that. It is very natural. It's the nature of the soul not to leave that. They don't want to go out from that. They don't want to deprive from that. Is there any service? If it is took from you or to give, somebody wants to steal that, we are not interested for that. But if it is a really loving service, if there is with the love and care, then you feel like that. And if it's by precious service, then we become very happy. Why to do? It's better they took from me and I am free. Means it's a loving service, not. It's a pleasure service. Loving service is a difference. And duty is different. My work, my duty is different. Then we not feel deprived. But the service, that we cannot live without that, that's the service. It's the love itself.
Only the merciful glance of Swamini can revive the maidservant.
So intense love, when she deprives her service, others are many are ready to do that, and she cannot do that, then only the glance of Swamini healing, that satisfying to her. She feels very pain inside, and then she gives this smile. Why you worry? I will give you something. From the eyes she talking. Why you bother? I will give another duty, seva to you, service to you. That time, she feels satisfaction by her eyes only. By her look, satisfaction is happening. Yes.
Even in the stage of practice, a devotee must have some experience of this.
Yeah. Without experience, you cannot test it. You need the experience for it. If you have not this feeling, then you have not understanding, will not clear. Because intense feeling is not happen because there is not like this relation and service.
Yes, because when there's no experience, bhajan can be called lifeless.
Yes. Experience is important. Experience makes you to realize.
And to become alive, Guru.
And to develop living. Experience make you to realize to be living. And intelligence make you philosophy to make yourself qualified. What is the experience? You have to be experienced for this. Why we have a family life? To experience. Why we have a material life? Is a practical room to experience. In divine way to understand very clearly what the test is there in the service. And when I deprive from that service, how I feel pain with that. That experience is enough to feel it. Means I am missing something. That experience we have to develop. Like here what? Bhajan? What you say?
Oh, without any experience, bhajan can be called lifeless,
Yes.
feelingless, emotionless, empty.
Yes. Experience is important.
Without experience, any experience, the bhajan is lifeless.
Experience, what is the meaning of experience? Realization. What experience? What I realize with doing that. That is experience. My self-understanding for self-realization. Listening is one thing and my experience is different thing. If I not experience by listening, some idea comes, but I have no experience with that. So if I do bhajan, is no meaningful, I don't feel any taste in this. Because I have no experience, no taste come in my life.
Now we're having one example here. I am chanting the holy name, but I don't relish the sweetness of the name. Alas, I am performing many items of devotion, like hearing, chanting, and deity worship just like a machine. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, just as the body is nourished, strengthened and relieved from hunger by every mouthful of food that we take, devotion, experience of God, and renunciation of sense gratification all appear at the same time when we do bhajan.
Again, slowly.
One example of Srimad Bhagavatam is quoted. Just as the body, our material body, is nourished, strengthened, and relieved from hunger by every mouthful of food that we take. In the same way, devotion, experience of God, and renunciation of sense gratification all appear simultaneously when we do bhajan. There is no shortage of helpers on the path of devotion. Even if a devotee falls, there are always people behind him that will pick him up. Experience in the bhajan of Radha Dasyam is inevitable. It is as if the maidservants hear Swamini calling her. It is as if the voice of Swamini, whose heart is most soft, out of compassion, is anointed with the nectar of love when she calls her maidservant. So Gurudev, can I ask, when we are chanting and should we at the same time listen for Swamini's voice?
100%. Ankle bell. We will listen the bell. White temple also is the bell.
Always we hear bells in every temple.
We have in church also bell. Why this bell is there? Then you will start listening. You will listen first ankle bells, some sound of the bells. And then you can listen if she is calling. Many experiences can come. You have to meditate for that experience. We are meditating at the time of bhajan differently. So we don't listen. Our vision is blind. We are looking differently, meditating differently, and trying to listen differently. So why sound is important? How this time will come that my dumbness will go out. I have to listen. I have to feel. I have to bring purity in my mind to understand this. that somebody is calling, you are calling name of someone. When you call to the phone, you say hello, then they say hello. Why they say hello? Because they are replying your answer. You call not hello, they will not call you. They will cut your phone. So we are calling different places even at the time of remembering to you. You say hello, other voice will not come hello. Not possible. If I am chanting means calling him, then his call has to come. He has to give some hint that I am with you. It's very natural. But if you check yourself that my mind is different place, my thinking is different subject thinking, what I am doing, chanting, that I am not thinking and meditating. I am calling, I am listening many things that time. So my ear is also dumb to listen that. So every activities are different direction.
Not one-pointed.
No. So it's not happening. When I will come to the one-pointed, my deafness will go, my blindness will go out, I can see, I can feel, I can concentrate, I can become pure. Purity will come. Sure. We are trying for that. Waiting the day when it will happen. Right?
Yes. That's our own desire.
Only desire. What we can do more than that? But it should be in purity, one-pointed.
The devotee should have a natural love for his bhajan, just as a materialist has a natural love for his wife, children, and money. The heart should be filled with eagerness. One should wander around, crying, "Where are you, Radharani?" The transcendental holy name, Hare Krishna, is in the eighth, in the vocative calling case. The Lord or the Goddess should be called wholeheartedly by chanting these names. Just like a mother is called for by a lost child. Or a husband is called for by his loving wife. I am your maidservant. But I have never seen you. Where are you? In which kunj? Or behind which tree are you hiding? Please, show yourself to me once. Save my life by revealing yourself. Look, I am dying. Please, cast a merciful glance on me. My life can only be saved if you kindly show me your sweet self with Mohan and your Sakis, your Manjaris, standing in the shade of a wish-yielding tree on the bank of Radhakunda. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is crying out of separation, overflooding the bank of Radhakunda with his loving tears. Suddenly, a transcendental vision comes to him. Swamini calls him in a spiritual revelation. Tulsi, how sweetly is she calling. Her voice is like a stream of nectar that cools off Tulsi's heart, which is afflicted by separation. When Tulsi looks around, she sees Swamini standing before her. How many tears of compassion are streaming from her eyes that are illuminated by Mahabhav as she calls her maid-servant with a tender heart filled with compassion and a voice anointed with the nectar of love. This honey-sweet voice of Swamini is like the nectar of hope that Tulsi has carried in her heart for so long. Tell me, Tulsi, why do you want to see me only? Srila Raghunath Das, in his spiritual absorption, gives the answer in this verse. O Swamini, ever since I met this Sri Rupa Manjari, who is your merciful gift and who has opened my eyes by teaching me how to serve you, I have desired to see the red leg on your lotus-like feet. Srimati Rupa Manjari is the personification of the mellow of service. And she is the leader of all the maidservants of Sri Radha. And she has a most intimate friendship with Tulsi Manjari. In his prayers, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami shows the desire to learn expertise in all kinds of devotional service. From the 8 girlfriends of Sri Radhika, but the prayers themselves, particularly the prayers for the divine couple's confidential service, are personally directed to Srimati Rupa Manjari's lotus feet. O Saki, my friend Srila Rupa Manjari, when the divine couple completes their Lilaras in Cupid's assembly, their bodies meet in sleep. When will I, on their order, quickly approach them and eagerly serve them by moving a fan of flowers? Will I be able to please them by blissfully preparing garlands, kumkuma, honey wine, and betel leaves? In his prayers, Pratana Giti, Srila Narottam Das Thakur has described how the practicing devotee who attains perfection in his maidservanthood is introduced to the divine couple by Sri Rupa Manjari. He has prayed, when will my master Lokanath Goswami take me along and submit me to the Sri Rupa Manjari's lotus feet? When will that blessed moment come? When Sri Rupa Manjari will look at me and call me, this new maidservant has come, quickly ordering me, "Oh Dasi, come here. Quickly get all the paraphernalia of your service." My heart will be filled with joy when she orders me like this. And I will do my service with a pure heart. I will keep all utensils for service on a jeweled plate. I will fill up a golden pitcher with scented water and quickly come before Radha and Krishna. When will this Narottam Das attain this state? I will shyly stand behind Sri Rupa as Radha and Krishna look at me again. Smile and ask Sri Rupa with kind hearts, "Oh Rupa, where did you get this new maidservant?" Hearing their inquiry, Sri Rupa Manjari tells them, Manjulamani Manjari, the spiritual name of Sri Lokanath Swami, has given me this maidservant to bring her before you. Knowing her to be very humble, I kept her to serve you. After telling them this directly, she will engage Narottam Das in their service. In this way, the chief maidservant of Sri Radha Srimati Rupa Manjari descended to earth along with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the age of Kali in the form of Srila Rupa Goswami to preach the message about the Rasika pastimes of Vrindavan that had become lost in due course of time. Srila Narottam Das Thakur sings, these two saints revealed all the ways of loving devotion in their own books. By hearing these topics, the heart flows in ecstatic love, and one takes shelter of the Madhura Rasa. They revealed the love of the adolescent divine couple of Vrindavan, which is as pure as gold, molten 100,000 times. All glories to Rupa and Raghunath. Please, give me this treasure of your love. I will wear this gift like a jeweled necklace around my neck. Srila Rupa Goswami has given the world sublime, divine rasa scriptures. Books like Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Ujjwala Nilamani, in which he taught the practicing devotees the truth about rasa, spiritual flavors, prema, love of God, and sadhana, the devotional practice, so that some fortunate practitioners have been able to enter into the confidential truths of Godhead. He has also written prayers, poetries, and theater plays, in which he revealed the spiritual flavors of Radha and Mohan's pastime and the moods of their maidservants. Manjari Bhav. Srila Ramananda Roy, the topmost of Rasika devotees in the world, first read these masterpieces to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu near the cottage of Srila Haridas Thakur. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj writes, hearing this, Ramananda Roy submitted to the Lord's lotus feet. I praise the poetry of Rupa with 1,000 mouths. This is not poetry. It is a stream of nectar. It contains all definitions of rasa, the quintessence of all philosophical conclusions. These wonderful descriptions show loving expertise, and when the ears hear it, they become dizzy of ecstatic love. Tulasi tells Swamini, it was by Rupa Manjari's grace that I am now fixed in your service. And now I desire to see the red leg on your lotus-like foot soles. And not just seeing some didriksha, but completely seeing. Means to be in Svarup. And when can I admire that red leg more than when it shines on a blackish background? It would be very sweet if your red leg would stick on Shyama's blackish chest. I want to see your lover's eagerness to color his chest so beautiful with this leg. I don't want to see only you. I like to see your Shyam when he is yours. Radhika charanarenu Bhushana kuriyatanu Anayase pabe giridari. In Prema Bhakti Chandrika, this verse is sung. When you decorate your body with Sri Radhika's foot dust, you will easily get giridari. This is the internal meaning of the word samdidriksha. There is no end to the stream of Raghunath's visions.
Radhe Radhe Govinda